Hail and welcome. You've got something. Alrighty. Diving back in. For the XP. For the XP. You're asking if they're upgrading the stash box limit to 1200. I don't know if that's true. If you heard it, it's probably true. Because they were right about the vendors. The vendors have been up to 2800. That's pretty awesome. Yep, I just got done with the 8-hour session of Cyberpunk. It was wonderful. Wonderful. It was wonderful, people. Don't you know about the flim flam thing? Here we go. Yeah. Oh, yes. Here we are. Rocking and rolling on a random team. You know it. Super strong. Not strong enough. Let's hurry up and get ourselves some tarberry juice. It's the first thing I'll do. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, them upping the cap limit is really awesome. Because now the vendors will have more items inside. Oh boy, it hasn't been enough time yet. Okay, Sarah, Sarah. Let's get some candy.
Welcome, teachers and students, to Watoga High School's annual Monster Mash. Please gather in the commons and await your instructions.
Hey there,
Teachers,
Chorus.
race to
How's it
find the
going?
monster mask.
You want to
After
grind
get
with
it,
me?
Run from the students. As
You
you
wanna
flee,
grind
candy will
with
fall
me?
from holes in the mask.
Grind
Be
with
sure to collect as much
me.
as possible.
Relax
More
your
candy you
mind. Take
collect,
your
more
time
supplies you
with
will be
me.
awarded from next year's discretionary budget. There are also
Just a
stashes of candy
mind,
hidden
dude.
around the school. Find them and refill the mask. Students, you must chase and hit the monster mask with your baseball bats like a piñata. You can keep any candy that falls out of the mask, or you can make the smart choice and turn it in for prizes.
Grind with me.
And remember, this is the only time it is permitted
All right.
to hit a teacher while on school
Last
grounds,
edition,
and
I gave myself
only
inspirational.
the one wearing the mask. On your marks, get ready, go.
All right, hurry up. Yep, Cyberpunk sure is cool. It really is. And so is the GeForce NVIDIA.org Now service. I'm able to play with ray tracing, so you could too. If you have a computer or something, you don't have to worry about having some crazy video card. You could play with the graphics basically at 100%. Basically. And it's really awesome. Especially if you take your time. It seems like if you run around all quickly, it's a bit worse. Because there's so many darn crazy models and so much ray tracing. You know? They didn't skimp on the graphics. The really super congested areas with brightly lit things and light scattering everywhere. All kinds of photons. It's really remarkable. Really and truly. Oh boy. And the gameplay, the more I play, the better it gets. I'm sure it's going to get really awesome once I level up a bit. And I learned how to earn money. I learned what money's really for. And how to break stuff down, how to craft. I learned quite a bit. I learned how to do the data mining, net running, stealing money. So you want to play with me, huh? I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. It sort of changes the dynamic of the stream. It's not bad, but it definitely changes it. You know? I'll be talking to you the whole time. I'll be talking to you the whole time. And, you know, it's a pretty big deal. It's a big deal. Big deal. Center of attention. Hanging out with you. Randomperson.org. When these other people have been watching forever. Forever. I'm not playing with them. All these paid subscribers and everything. You see me playing with them right now? It's a big deal. I'd be happier if you, once you hang out in the chat for a while, then I would love to play with you. I would love to play with a whole bunch of people. I would really love to. As long as y'all know exactly how I play and what I expect. You know? That way it'll make coordination a bit better. Okay? It really is a bit slower to play with multiple people. But it's okay to have that speed. It's a different dynamic, like I said. It all depends on what you're doing. If you're doing certain activities, then you're supposed to have people. I mean, I would love to have you on my map, okay? But the problem is, if a person plays just like me, they'll end up farming areas that I was going to go to. But I love when I go to a map and I'm able to do all the things I normally do and have nobody else on that map currently doing those things. You know? If I want to go to a spot to loot or to kill enemies, I know that there's no one there because they just didn't think of it. But if you are watching the stream all day, then you're probably doing similar things.
Please gather in the commons and wait for the next
Perhaps.
round of the Monster Mash to begin. If you have candy from the previous round, turn it in at the smart vending machine for prizes. Make the smart
But yeah,
choice.
I would love to have you play on the
Reminder, teachers grab the mask. You
Same
will collect
server?
candy falling out of the mask.
maybe.
And you should find buckets
Because
of
I
candy
plan on taking
hidden
over a bunch of
around
workshops,
the
and you would benefit from that. You would benefit
Students,
from the
hit the monster mask
thing.
like a pinata and collect candy that flies out. On your marks. Get ready. Go.
All right. Here we go. Yes, both Fallout and Cyberpunk are very similar games because you have the, I don't know what it's called, but I should probably find out. where you have the special vision, augmented reality vision mode, where you're able to see the interactables and where you can hack things, like the hacking vision view. Whatever that's called is just like that, sort of. But even more so, time slows down and everything. It's pretty interesting. Yes. Okay. Making our way on down. Up and around. This thing I'm doing is very important. Halloween candy. AP is very important for XP. AP's action points. It's like mana or energy,
Greetings,
stamina.
follower. Hail.
Hail.
Hail. Hail.
Oh boy. Thank you. Thank you. It's sort of a race. Hey there, Chris. How's it going? Oh boy. Roly-poly, oly, small and short and round. And in this land of curves and curls, you're the smartest kid around. Oh yeah. So I noticed the game is running very smoothly. You know? I'm not quite sure how it looks. Oh boy. Alley oop, alley oop. 10 seconds.
Please gather in the comments and wait for the next round of the Monster Mash to
The
begin.
final round. Oh no.
If you have candy from the previous round, you can turn it in at the smart vending machine for
I have a
prizes.
teammate.
Make the smart choice. Reminder, teachers grab the mask. You will collect candy falling out of the mask. And you should find buckets of candy hidden around the school to refill the mask. Students, hit the monster mask like a pinata and collect candy that flies out.
Well, I might be
On
killed
your
on this
marks.
next round.
Get ready! Go!
I have to keep on moving. Someone left my team and then somebody appeared in this building. Have to be careful. I'm gonna hold back for a second. Be kind of careful. There's a person in this building. Yeah. Not gonna get me, buddy. Oh my god. Gotta be quick. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm out of AP now. I have a bit of sugar, so I can work with that. Yeah. Yep. Come over. Oh. There we go. If not be attacked. All the candy in the world. It really does sort of take forever, huh? Okay. Wonderful. Sweet. Someone's buying all my cheap legendaries. Really cheap. Because they have more money. Isn't that fun? They should totally increase how much, like, our max capacity is to 60,000, shouldn't they? If they're going to increase how much the vendors provide, they should increase our capacity as well. Yeah. Almost done, I guess. Takes forever. Kill Misty. Yeehaw. Climb there. Oh boy. Baby, baby, baby. So I sort of feel like Cyberpunk is going to transform at one point.
Thank you to our teachers.
I heard something vaguely about a VR
made the event possible.
version of the game.
Remember to make the smart choice this year and turn in your candy for
I could totally see it. They're already setting us up because everyone looks so crazy.
Pleasant Halloween.
If you look at how crazy and diverse all those insane NPCs are walking around the city, and just how large the city is, and all these doors it'll say locked, you can't open. And there's skyscrapers, sort of, just a bunch of buildings. There's totally room for a lot of people, and it could be like a Second Life scenario where you have a job and you do some stuff. Sometimes whenever I hear combat, the back of my mind says, oh no, there's a player, I better hurry up and tag the enemy before they kill everything. But then I say, oh no, it's single player. It feels like it's a multiplayer game though, you know? Like there would be random humans eating at some diner. See, GTA Online didn't come out right away. But I can imagine Cyberpunk being a really awesome VR, just where you just hang out and stand in an alleyway talking to somebody. Like having a conversation in VR about nothing. VR chat style, you know? Alright. So now we have to go get our garbage for the XP. I already have tons of cranberry relish. Okay, it's time. It's time, people. Oh boy. There it is. Alright, cool. And now I move to where I have to get the XP that I need. Yeah, so I think it's pretty wise to invest into all the hacking and intelligence categories. You know? The hacking, all that nonsense. Because that is what makes the game special, so you might as well master that. Of course, if you put all your points in that category, you might be very weak with weapons. And that's probably why the weapons feel so weak. Because they want you to perk into specialized weapon damage. And they want you to get better versions of what you currently have through crafting or farming. Yeah. And I'm using Inspirational 3. So let's do it not in power armor. You know? So right now my intelligence is 33. Yeah. Awesome. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. XP run. See, it's fun to kill things in power armor, but it's not as much XP. How does the stream look? Is it okay? I kept it at 60 frames. I didn't change any settings between this one and the previous stream. From the Cyberpunk stream. Because normally I reduce the frames per second to increase the performance of the game, but the game is performing quite well. Very smooth. High frame rate here. I feel like there's some update. Anybody else notice that the game is running a bit smoother than normal? It would be good timing because of Cyberpunk. And they did just invest a bunch of money into some amazing trailer. Yeah. Thank you, Matt and Misty. It'd be a good ice cream shop. Matt and Misty's Ice Cream and Muffins. Matt and Misty's Muffins. Yeah. $1,208 for that dude. That's a big difference, baby. Just imagine the two extremes. One, I'm not eating brain bombs, I'm not using berry mentats, and I'm in power armor, right? With lower base intelligence. But you see, whenever I start caring a bit more about XP, oh, and I'm not using inspirational, just imagine all that. Just so much XP. Compared to like 100 and something. Normally it's like 150 or some garbage. 200 or whatever. Yep, but I gave myself inspirational yesterday. Great. And with one more point in charisma, I'll be able to share inspirational. Yeah, so there's some insane Uncanny Valley situation. Maybe just beyond Uncanny Valley with Cyberpunk. But the faces are really, really good. They feel like they're actual faces. Which makes the whole thing feel more like a show. A good show. And I now understand the world a bit more, so events are making a bit more sense. And I can connect with the characters and the overall feeling. My character's pretty honest and loyal. You know? That you make a good name by having a good reputation. You could be rough, but you want to you want to show that you have consistent morals and values. You know what I mean? Like a noble rat. Like a glowing plague rat. I'm really curious to see how different it plays out with a different playthrough, starting from a different origin. I feel like, for example, well, there's spoilers, so whatever. I feel like if you're watching that stream during any given time, you won't know any spoilers until it's spoiler time, until there's an actual cinematic or something. You know, I'm not talking about it. It's sort of like if you're watching Clone Wars or something out of sequence, and you're watching some battle with a bunch of light blasters and blaster flimflams, you know? It's just a random battle, but you don't know the underlying storyline. It doesn't, so it's not really a spoiler. It's like seeing a random medieval battle. It's not really a spoiler to watch that until the battle's over and they start talking. We've fought on this ground for these reasons. Now time to take back this land. Okay, moving on, baby. Well, Misty, as far as I can tell, right when you start, after you make your character, like right before you make your character, you choose Nomad, Street Kid or some garbage. I'm a kid from the streets. And Corpo, like corporate, like your background is corporate. Your background is some dude living in the sticks or some person living in the city. Maybe that determines where you're really playing, like what your main objectives are. Because I think if you live out in the desert, most of your gameplay is in the desert and you're not even in the city. And if you're in the city, then you might as well be a street kid, because all kinds of weird nomad things are popping up. Even though the nomad one has more specialties towards crafting and whatnot, I think. A lot of XP, 2,584 XP. Where's the level 100s? Just Corpo, Alan. Alright. Get the candy up on deck. 1,872, baby. Don't you love that? Because I did the event yesterday as well. Alright. I'm not checking back there. I'm just going. This is so awesome. It means that I can level up really quickly now. Because normally it takes 1,000 or 159,000 XP. So man, somebody else must be leveling up all quick like. This is a lot of XP. If you had a full unyielding set with brain bombs and cranberry relish and the well rested and inspirational perk, and if your teammates were sharing inspirational, if inspirational does stack. Have we confirmed this, people? Does inspirational stack when you share it in a party? Like if everybody shared inspirational, would you get 60% extra XP or something? Is that true? No! Oh boy. That was bad. Yay! Whee! We're doing it, everybody. We're doing it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Are they dead? Don't you hate it? Yeah. Beautiful song. What a beautiful song. Beautiful song. I really can't get over how good the graphics are in Darn. It almost hurts my brain. Like looking at some character with gold skin standing under a bright pink neon light is ridiculous. Because of the ray tracing. It's like,
Greetings, new follower. Hail, hail, hail.
oh my. I lowered my perception down to 1. You're a big one. Back up. I gotta do it, people. I'm so sorry. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Cyberpunk has the F button for looting. This game has the E button for looting. Why can't they be the same? Alright, let's hurry the heck up. Gotta do what I have to do. It's true. Lots of XP is coming through. Oh. Hey, Wendy, you're almost 600? Oh boy. Party on your dime. You get the tab, because you're ballin'. Oh, yes. Hey there, Lawrence. Welcome.
Where did I put those chems? Useless.
I need to lower my life a bit. Finally. Someone with the guts to help. Excellent. Here we go. Kalu Kalay. Baby. Checking for the bobblehead. Nope. Gotta hurry up. Hey, Nate, the pink smoke is berry mentats. See that? Boom. Berry mentats. It highlights living targets for 5 minutes, and it gives you, or for however many minutes, and it provides +5 intelligence. What? +4? Yeah, +5 intelligence. Yeah. For XP. And for target acquisition. Target acquisition in the XP, yeah. Here we go. Again. Berry mentats. The recipe is mentats and firecracker berry and starlight berry and brain fungus. And then the mentats, you can make that with firecap and wild carrot flower and brain fungus. You get the recipes out there in the world, and you make them. All right. I can be your hero, baby.
New follower. Hail.
Hail. I can slim away your pain. Okay. Down on the corner. Killing some bad guys. Getting buckloads of XP. Staring out those creamy thighs. And you're climbing. I didn't have martial artist on, but now I do. I didn't have martial artist on, but now I do. I took martial artist off because I was punching in power armor, so you know. Oh boy. Distraction. Move, move, move. Oh no. Look, I almost leveled up again. Crazy. Well, that was cool. Well, that was cool. I saved your life, friend.
Need to keep moving, friend. I reckon you do too.
Listen here, friend. Sounds like you're having trouble.
You hear them? Out there doing who knows what. Super mutants. I don't want no trouble. Oh no, they're here. Super mutants are here!
That's a good looking flim flam right there. Okay, friend?
Hey, I know you. I've heard some amazing stories about you.
Then
You're a
pay up.
legend
Then
around
pay
here.
up, friend.
Clean up this.
Fix that. When's
Never
it?
seems to end.
When's it ever going to end? Let's go this way. Are you good now? Alright. Interesting. Alright, let's move on down the dusty trail. That away. 85.2 Gallimiman megafeet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think if I buy a new chair and a new pillow, you know, I think a pillow and a chair.
His eyes burn like fires. I come to the twilight. Only for you.
No! I underestimated the fire. They increased the fire damage a couple patches back. A couple patches back, they increased the fire damage. You hear that, Peter Dinklage? Do you hear that? Alright. Oh god, no! What in the G Willikers is going on? How come it doesn't... What in the Sam Hill? What in the Sam Clementine oranges is going on? Somebody else is taking over all the workshops. I'm the only one that does that. I'm the only one that ever does that thing. Yeah. Indeed. the vertibot distracts the enemy. Awesome. Oh yeah.
Stop moving!
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. You move too much. Geebo, 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 geebo. Gabu, gabu, hey. Hurry up. Maybe I'll have time to join this event. Let's do it right now. I'll click on this thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Took a long time. Oh ho. There we go.
Aha! I see you're nearly done with the table.
Centerpieces, huh?
More
Done.
uninvited guests are on their way. Do not let them disturb the function room. Hello there.
Hey.
Hello there.
Hey.
Wonderful. You finished setting all the tables. Now all you need to do is leave out undesirables until we're all finished.
Oh yeah. this event is fine with a bunch of people. You know? Yeah. A lot of people. How much more time do we have on my lunch boxes? If they're almost done, I'll do it again. I can't do it again. Half an hour. I guess something's happening. They're in the building. They're in the building. Approval rating. Golly.
I'm feeling pretty good about this. We have finished the preparations. Now we just need to hold any uninvited guests at bay a little longer.
Yeah.
Perfect. Every way. I can not any better than my normal staff under the best conditions. This year's Halloween gala is bound to be our best yet. There. I look forward to working with you on future. I am
Goodbye.
offering you a higher
Moving on.
reward
Moving on.
out of our
With my friends.
honor.
Right over here.
That's all I...
Season 3 is coming right around the corner. Y'all see that trailer that was posted to the Gooboberti Collective? Or that commercial for the game? The game commercial? Showing all kinds of stuff. It's a brand new wasteland. It basically talked about all the NPCs in the world. Lively characters. Important decisions. Like going into the Wayward and killing somebody. Let's get some dirty water. Yeah. Dirty water. Oh boy. Okay, let's go check out the Thunder Mountain area. There are bad guys here as well, and there's the event. I'll be taking over the power plant. Yeah. Yeah. And we go inside and clear the place. Handful of enemies. I'm really burning through this Halloween candy, sort of. I still have over 1,000. But earlier I had 1,800. So I don't know if it's the best idea to take over workshops during this time, because I sort of have to server hop for maximum effect. So that's what I think I'll be doing. Yeah. That's the best thing to do, I think. Is server hop. Between public and private. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll hop between public and private. Best thing to do, I believe. And hit up them XP hotspots. If I did nothing but an area that had the same density as a couple of these hotspots, I'll be really high level. But you know, every location has different amounts of enemies and everything. It's gonna suffer. Crazy cat. Crazy old cat.
Thunder Mountain is offline. Repeat, Thunder Mountain is offline. Any brothers with a background in engineering, report to the plant for immediate repairs.
Ad Victorium. Yeah. Alrighty. So I have to quickly take another nap and play the banjo. Let's hop back through over here. Yep. Let's go over here into the swamp really quick. Because every half an hour I have to play the music, and my sleep bonus just wore off. But my other bonuses are still here. Yeah, for 13 minutes left. But I gotta. Well, that's what I plan on doing. The XP run, and then in between do public events. But then, you know, but I'm going to be doing that same thing along with hopping to private and to do a sweep through. Because I still have to do the public events. I feel like if one of those spots are open, in terms of my little XP farming route, that the rest are open. It also helps me cycle to a fresh server. So I don't normally do this. But if I really wanted Supremo XP, this is the way to go. Because the rotation, it takes about like 30 minutes to an hour sometimes for some of these locations to reset, is what it feels like for me. Whenever I'm on a public server, you know. I've never been to this spot before. I don't think. I don't recognize this. Interesting, there's gut shroom over here. I guess so. I guess so. Yeah. But whatever. Alright, moving on. I gotta hit up my spots really quick. I'm trying to go for certain public events. Just a couple of them. They're not always available. Some of them take too long versus how much XP they grant. If there was no public, if the double XP event weren't active, I'd be doing just one server and whatever. Because I still favor the treasury notes. But here we go. What are you talking about, Paul? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me enter a hunting group, even though I'm alone. The legendaries will provide 25% extra XP. Well, the way it works, Paul, is if you're on a public server and you swap to a new server, it's going to have enemies. If you're on a private server and you swap to public, it'll have enemies. If you're on public, go to private, it'll have enemies. If you're on private and then swap to another private, it's still the same private server, so it's going to have nothing. But the servers don't affect one another. But what I do realize is, if I were to server hop right exactly here, the enemies would be level 50. Or they'd be the lowest possible. So if I log out at West Tech and then log back in at West Tech, the enemies there will be level 50. Until I get inside the building or something. So if I started someplace else and then hopped down, it's fine. Because, you know, it doesn't take that long to clear out the dense hotspots if you do it really quickly. And if you try to server hop just to public, you sometimes get the same server. So this guarantees that every other server will be fresh if you're gone for long enough. Uh-oh. Let's keep it a little bit safer. I'm not using serendipity. There we go. Do I know any place to farm XP? Watch it on stream. 8. What do you think I'm doing? You want to play with me? You're asking these questions. Watch the stream. What do you think I'm doing right now? But yes, at the Gooboberti Collective Facebook group, I have a map that shows my XP route. So, this spot here, I think, has the highest amount of total XP, because it has the highest amount of enemies, I think. But then after here, I go down to the National Isolated Radio Array for mutants, and then down to West Tech, and then down to Huntersville, and then down to White Spring Golf Club, then the DMV, and then the Mutant Steakhouse, and then the Abandoned Bogtown. Oh, yes. That's about it. And then the Crevasse Dam or something. Maybe Workshop. Yeah. Keep on going. Faster. Yeah. I've got to use Weapon Artisan to repair this weapon eventually. It's gonna break again on me. Let's do that now. We'll just take a second. Oh my god. Yeah. They're very opportunistic. Gotta hurry up. All right. Oh, yes. Oh boy. Be careful. Pretty sure my cranberry relish and brain bombs are going to be dying off pretty soon. But I have more in my fridge. Alright. I'm gonna do something really quick. Oh, yes. Alright. Fix my armor. What's the key to a bloodied build? Pretty vague. Step 1, don't suck. Step 2, whatever. You just have to move around a lot more, so having high agility helps. But you kind of get that with unyielding. Remember, you're doing this in order to get more XP. So I'm swapping out my high capacity backpack for the armor plated backpack. Okay. Yeehaw. See, I don't have a perk I need, which I don't, I'm just not using right now. But instead I'm using Ricochet, so I guess it's all fair and balanced. But, Serendipity under luck helps you avoid damage in general when you're below a certain amount of life. Any tips for a bloodied build? Don't get shot. But you have to actually avoid. You have to actually avoid getting shot. That's part of it. So moving quickly, moving from cover to cover, high agility really helps with a bloodied build because you're moving and you're not getting shot. You have to be able to take a couple bullets, but still, it's about moving from point to point. Watch. Escape artist also really helps. See, those were stealth hits, even though I ran over to him. See, that was a stealth attack, even though he shot me. Yeah. Dang it. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was trying to... Sometimes if you're about to engage in battle, it's good to heal right beforehand. Yeah. Yes, blocker and strength really helps. These are obvious answers. Those are obvious things. I don't gotta say the obvious stuff. I'm not saying obvious things. I'm just telling you what I don't have on right now that would help me. Of course blocker helps. A lot of other things help too. Of course blocker helps. This next part's gonna be a real pain. Have to play it cool and careful. Cool and careful. You know that I'm using blocker as well, Nikki. But I swapped out my backpack from high capacity to armored. It's really about not having serendipity on. Oh, I guess I don't have brain bombs. That's okay. But I do have this. Alright, here we go. Dang it. I got stuck on the thing. I got stuck on the thing. Is Camden Park good for anything? You're muted for 15 minutes for being stupid. No, you're not. I got stuck on the thing. See, I would say that serendipity is almost essential for a bloodied build, but I'm trying to not use it. You know? I'm trying to not use it. It's like, too easy. I don't want to use a dedicated perk for non-power armor because I have a power armor build right now. I'm just doing this for the XP. It's rough. But yeah, there's a bunch of perks you can use that I'm not using. For example, under endurance you have Ironclad and Life Giver, which are pretty darn important. Under agility you have evasive, moving target, a bunch of stuff, you know. And you have serendipity under luck, and you have barbarian under strength. All these things give you more and more defense. But you could do it that way or just dodging. And it's kind of it's a greater challenge. It's like a pouncing situation. And the penalty is if you're caught out in the open for too long, you die. But you should be able to take a couple shots. about pouncing. And escape artist is a very important skill as well. Under agility. But since escape artist doesn't work in power armor, I'm not using it. You know. That's why I'm not doing it. Because normally I have a power armor build, and you don't need any of that other garbage in power armor because I'm really immortal. And there is a way to become vaguely immortal in my current state if I had all that stuff I was mentioning. But then you'd have losses in other categories. For example, I don't need a couple of these perks on right now. Like these 2 perks can be removed for some other garbage to enhance my perky poos. But right now I have a power armor build. Okay? Matthew Fallout, that's why I said I'm not using it because I'm not in power armor. I'm not in power armor right now, Matthew. That's exactly what I'm saying. Are you even paying attention to anything I'm saying right now? I'm saying I'm not using certain perks because I'm not in power armor. And I don't want to invest in that because I have a power armor build. Therefore, I don't have serendipity on. And I don't have escape artist. And I don't have ironclad. And I don't have barbarian. You get it? You paying attention now? And I'm only not using power armor because of the XP thing. Are you paying attention now, Matthew?
So boring.
Yes?
The noise.
Are you paying attention now? That normally my build is for power armor, and I have all my perks and stuff set up that way. But underneath my power armor, I have this unyielding set for various purposes, like for vendors and everything. But since we're doing double XP, and I'm farming hardcore, I am surviving with my current setup without changing anything too much, at higher risk to death because I'm not using serendipity or escape artist, you know. And I'm sort of surviving off of pouncing. If you're paying attention now, Matthew. Huh? Yes? Yes. There's so many more things that you need. So, for example, if I was going to go this route for hardcore land, I would take off these 2 because if you're trying to pounce, you don't need this thing here. I was trying to give myself as much damage as possible in power armor, and then I wouldn't need Party Boy here. I was trying to give myself 9 charisma so I could share as inspirational just to be nice, but I would move these 3 points to some other category, you know, to help myself out with these flim flam things, because you really could become vaguely immortal, sort of, vaguely. Right now, you just have to survive, like this. Gonna be very pouncy.
Had your time.
Like that. Real fast, real pouncy. Yes. And also, yeah, the adamantium skeleton under endurance, but I don't really need it. And you have fireproof, of course, and blocker. Those are like essential things to reduce the damage of explosions and melee. And then you have the scaly skin and grounded mutations to reduce ballistic and energy damage. And you have the armored backpack or the insulated backpack to increase your ballistic or energy damage or defense. And then you have the Secret Service armor, right, with the buttressed mod here for flat 53, 53, 53 ballistic energy and radiation protection, and that adds up. So right now my defense is 487, 447, which ain't bad. Not in power armor. It's pretty good, I guess. It'd be higher if I was in a full bolstering set, but then I wouldn't have the extra intelligence. Yeah, people take just a couple shots. Again, with serendipity, I would hardly ever die, because the serendipity symbol only really pops up when you should have died, I guess.
What? Who's there?
I feel like my... Okay, the lunchboxes were off. The lunchboxes have worn off. Life-saving armor helps. Am I excited that they're raising the stash box limit? It doesn't really affect me too much. Sure, why not? Are they doubling it? That's pretty good. Alright.
Tear you up!
I was gonna say, it sucks. I'll give myself more life for a second. Really is a huge difference in XP with all the buffs and everything. It's a huge difference in XP. Oh, from 800 to 1200? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. It'll help out because that 400 pounds difference is basically my entire inventory, you know? Because right now I can carry 400 pounds, so that means that I'll be able to not have to use through hiker and traveling pharmacy. And that also means, people, that player vendors are going to be stocked a lot more, right? That's one big factor. Player vendors are going to be stocked, and because the cap vendor, or the caps have been increased at NPC vendors are going to be fully stocked full of garbage because people are selling stuff to them. You should expect more bulk junk and all that. It is a rough one. Here we go. Rough. I'm over encumbered. All right. Yeah. Let's break this down and put it away. Right over here. Alrighty. Alrighty. Leveling up all quick like. Alright. And now we do White Spring, and then the DMV, and then the General Steakhouse, and then the Abandoned Bogtown, and then I'll go hang out on a public server for a bit. I'm using a Mole Miner Gauntlet. Yeah, it'll also help. You're right, Nikki. It'll help whenever you're trying to grind for a piece. I have the same problem. I'm trying to replace my left leg. Right now I'm using a Secret Service left leg with weapon weight reduction, but I would love to have some unyielding for that final piece. I'd say my favorite events are One Violent Night, Guided Meditation, Radiation Roundup, Uranium Fever is okay. It's just so darn common. There's a bunch of events that are pretty cool. We all good? We all good? Alright. Hit up the DMV. Almost done with this route. Oh, yeah. Boo, boodly, boo, bow, boo, with a boo, bow, boo. I could convert my build over to, you know, a full bloodied build. I could. I'll wait one more level and I'll make my decision. Meaning, serendipity would be nice, or at least escape artist would be nice. A couple of things would be very nice, so that I just won't die. Otherwise, it's gonna happen. It's gonna sort of happen from time to time. Hey Joshua, I'm pretty sure there is no max level. Now, I don't know if the XP requirements keep increasing, but I know that at level 1000 it's 159,000 XP. But there is no max level, and it takes a long time to... Here, I'll show you something. Here with these legendary perks, it costs more and more and more, right? So, for example, this costs 100 perk coins. Let's just say that every level you get yourself a perk card. Perhaps, or you can unlock a perk card. Every perk card is basically worth two coins. 2 coins. So that's 50 levels there, and it costs, let's just say, 300 coins to max out each of these legendary perks. So that's 150 levels per legendary perk, and there's a bunch of these things, and I've already maxed out a couple of them. You know? And it's important to have all of them at different times for different reasons. So I'm going through and leveling up different ones, and that takes forever. Plus, I'm moving my build around left and right, and that requires more. It requires more levels to move my build around. You know? If I want to have more perception and less strength, I have to level up. If I want to give myself... If I want to start using rifles, I have to use Tank Killer and Tormentor and a couple other perks to make it really specialized. You know? Maybe Concentrated Fire if I want to do like a VATS headshot build or some garbage. And that requires a bunch of, like, let's say 8 levels or something. I have to level 8 times to move my build around or some garbage. You know? Hurry up. Yeah. Yep, AP refresh or weapon weight reduction. Whenever I have a full weapon weight reduction set, I'm able to use tomahawks confidently. Tomahawks weigh 0.7 pounds or something, but with 5 pieces of weapon weight reduction, they weigh 0.07 pounds. Just about. Hey there, Harry. What's my build? Well, it's normally a power armor situation, but right now we're just getting some XP, so... XP build. Unyielding. Right now we're just getting XP. But normally my build involves running around in power armor punching things. And it's quite spectacular. See, in Power Armor, I have the Emergency Protocol torso mod, which makes me borderline immortal. Yep. Just getting the XP. I'll be hitting up those next 2 locations and swapping back over to a public server. Yeah. If you have weapon weight reduction armor, then you're able to loot everything. And that's a big factor, also. Let's just say it's a sacrifice. There's pros and cons to everything, you know? If you have 5 pieces of weapon weight reduction armor, then you could loot as much as you want. And you can have a very long list of things. That's why I was able to, if you saw last time I broke everything down, I had that long list of items. It's because I have a couple pieces of weapon weight reduction armor on me right now. But because I'm solely focused on XP right now, I'm sort of not looting everything. Because, you know, it's gonna slow me down eventually. And I'm quite wealthy. I'm sort of purposely not looting anything. But whenever they do increase that weapon weight or the stash weight, I might start looting everything again. There's pros and cons, you know? Pros and cons. There's certain points I stop at to break everything down, but it all depends. Okay. But I do keep Scrapper on me for that purpose. Let's hurry the heck up. Heading on down to the General Steakhouse. If I could. Oh boy. Let's hurry up. Yes. Pros and cons. Same thing in Cyberpunk. There's, you know, you can dig into a certain build and be very weak in some other category. For example, the fact that I don't have these perks on that I sort of need to keep me alive. I just don't want to really waste it. Now that because they let us break down scrap extra perk cards, I got rid of certain things I'm not using, which will give me motivation to level up more because I want to re-earn those things. But now I don't really want to reinvest into them as much. I don't like dedicated damage or dedicated perks or anything. I don't like things that say you can't be in power armor or, you know, power armor only sort of situation. Even though I have a power armor only situation going on. Trying to go for the extra XP. Sometimes I feel like the extra survivability makes up for it, and I could kill things faster if I'm in power armor, but it's sort of not true. It's always faster not in power armor. I just think it's cool trying to get my attack speed up there with slow old power armor. Power armor so darn slow. To get more dirty water. Alright. But I would like to share inspirational. It would be kind of cool. Alright. Keep on going. And now we're going down to the abandoned bog town. Right now. Oh yeah. There's not gonna be a Fallout 5. I don't think. Let's just hope not. Let's hope there ain't gonna be a Fallout 5, because that means eventually they're gonna stop giving up providing updates for this game, or the updates will be less and less substantial, and they'll say bye-bye. This game hasn't even been born yet. It's almost born. Hence that recent trailer we saw.
I splatter your brains!
Immortality. I'll give myself a little drug. I'll give myself a little drug. Yep. I'm over encumbered, but that's okay. That's great. That's not gonna work out. That's not gonna work out. Here. That's not gonna work out. Golly. Hurry the heck up. Hey there, Melissa. How's it going? It really is just ridiculous to even talk about Fallout 5. That's people that have just given up on this game immediately saying, oh, it's just an in-between game. It's just a money grab until they make a real game. One day they'll make a real game. Just shut up. Shut up. They haven't made a GTA 6 yet, have they? How long has that been? That's your metric stick, okay. How long has GTA 5 been out? They're not making the GTA 6 anytime soon. Maybe they will be, eventually. They sure have milked that dead horse. Dang it. Okay, break it all down again. Yeah. Hello, Douglas. How's it going? Okay, now I go to a public server. I'm a lot stronger. See, I'm a whole lot stronger on a team, and there's always the potential for someone sharing inspirational. You know, strange numbers enhances your mutations. I felt like I was doing way more XP earlier. What's up with that? Well, well rested wore off, and I guess the brain bombs and well rested together equals a lot of XP. Because, and yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Okay, here we go, public server. A lot of XP. I was getting like over 2,000, like 2,800 or some weird garbage. Yeah, so, any of you playing Cyberpunk right now? I'm really growing to like that game, and the next-gen graphics is quite amazing. I can imagine this game here having the same graphics with the same assets. It's just, you know, some plugins and so forth and whatever. Turn RTX on and you're good to go. It really is interesting how the light works. I wish I knew more about the technology behind it so I could truly appreciate it. You know? Let's look for some buffs. Range in numbers. How much more time do I have? 35 minutes. Here we go. It really is a big difference. Alright. Well, once I level up, I'll move my points around. I have a couple ideas. Yeah, I have a couple ideas. Remember, I'm pretty sure that if you have Cyberpunk on console, it does not have ray tracing turned on. I think it's true. Even though it might seem like it, I don't think it does. What's more dangerous? A level 100 Deathclaw or a level 100 Yagwai? Boo doo 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 and boo doo with doo doo and yeah. Okay. No, Melissa, I solved the problem. So next time I stream Cyberpunk, if you're awake, you'll see. It's max graphics. I'm playing with the streaming service. Remember how before I was talking about how the future of gaming is cloud-based, where your local hardware won't be doing anything besides displaying the image, and then it's just a network card and a screen. And that's how it is. So the NVIDIA graphics cards are the best, and they make the RTX ray tracing stuff, but they also have this website called the GeForce Now, NVIDIA GeForce Now, and you're able to stream a game using their servers, and it connected with my Steam library, and it picked up all my saves. All my saves transferred. No! Awesome. It's awesome. And it's amazing. So I don't have a ray tracing card, but you don't need one. It's amazing. And the coolest thing ever is that because it's running on, it's just using the GeForce Now garbage and not my computer, that means I could really amp up the quality of the stream, which is amazing. Because normally, if I'm running some game with really high settings and I'm streaming on the same computer, there's a loss somewhere. Somewhere there's a loss. The stream won't look all that great. Or I'll think it's fine over here, but over there it'll be really, really choppy. You've seen the problem. It'll get like really bad sometimes, or maybe some weird issue. But that is eliminated. That problem is eliminated. So imagine I spent like $1,500 American US dollars trying to upgrade my video card, right? But then maybe my processor is not all that great, maybe, I don't know. Or the bus on my motherboard is throttling the flim-flam. Some other problem. Right? Or there's some other background process. That's eliminated. It's all gone, and it's a wonderful solution. Wonderful. Yeah, the Yagwai, I think they attack way too often, and it seems like their hitbox, or they can hit you from really far away. They could be facing that way, and they turn around, they go, roar! You could be up in the air, and they're 9 feet from you. Ah! And they still get you. And they have this horrible stagger stun situation.
I'll fight.
Over encumbered. Oh, I'm really liking Cyberpunk. The combat is wonderful, and it's a very immersive world. It's really fleshed out. And the city is very dense, So the map works very well. The mini-map waypoint tracking system works very well, and I think it's gonna become a different game eventually. Whenever I get my perks and everything up and running, it's going to become a different game. In the same way that this right here is a different game. Right here, like this, is a different game than when you first start. When you first start, it's a very different experience. You're just making it, doing 0 damage, trying to survive, hiding in bushes and punching things and whatever. It's rough. It's a rough time, but eventually a flip switches and you become a superhero. Well, I think you're going to become a superhero very soon, or eventually, in Cyberpunk, but I realize that you can climb and grapple and jump over things, and it's like Mirror's Edge a little bit. I looked in the tech tree, there's a double jump in there, and some other garbage. You could move really quickly, and oh boy. And all the console hacking and distracting, it's a really awesome stealth game. You know, it's a really amazing stealth game. Really good. All these legendaries. I sure am burning through these Halloween candies. Oh boy. Okay, once these lunch boxes are worn off, I'll move my points around. So I've leveled up at least 3.5 levels in the past 2 hours. That's pretty good for my world. My little world. Yeah, the combat's great, the graphics are great in Cyberpunk. It's really awesome. Really good. Well, that's really good news about the darn... It's really, really good news about the NVIDIA Now thing. It's like the best thing ever. It's almost unbelievable. It's almost unbelievable how amazing that is for a streamer. It's so good. Just imagine this. On one hand, imagine I spent $1,500 or whatever for a decent video card and it not being good enough. I start tweaking settings, but then there's some other loss somewhere because, you know, something somewhere. I buy a new CPU or something. Whatever. Other hand, I had this other computer that's all set up, and then let's say I get that whole situation straightened out where I have the second computer working perfectly with this computer together, and then the main problem is if I use 2 computers with a capture card to offload the resource requirement, to have a better stream, then I have to worry about the microphone inputs and the audio, and there's a slight delay. There's a slight delay when it transfers. It'll be weird and terrible. A slight delay using 2 computers and like using 2 mice and everything, a KVM switch back and forth. It'll be weird. I have to check up on what's happening. Here I just look over. It's all on the same computer. It's wonderful. If you're afraid that your computer can't run Cyberpunk, look into the GeForce Now service. It costs $25 for 6 months. Or $8 a month. The same thing as any other streaming service. Or whatever. They're all the same, right? It's basically half off right now. It's $8 a month or $25 for 6 months. Normally it'll be, or it's more than half off. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. If you think about it. If it was $8.33 per month, that'd be $100 a year. So it's a big sale. I didn't do the daily ops today yet. Yeah. It's pretty good. No. I mean, it's really awesome. Cloud-based gaming. Computing. All we need now is just worldwide, super fast internet. You know, across the planet. It really is pretty insane that you're able to stream a game. Stream a super high resolution game. And have it not be garbage. Oh boy. How are we looking on this timer? How are we looking? 20 minutes, huh? What limitations do I have? A whole lot of them. I have marsupial, bird bones, adrenal reaction, herd mentality, eagle eyes, talons, twisted muscles, scaly skin, grounded, unstable isotope, electrically charged, herd mentality,
Disappear. No fear.
Couple more bad guys. Speed demon. Oh. Well. Well, push rolled, you're asking how much I spent on my gaming equipment. Well, you know, a certain amount. Eventually it won't really matter because of the cloud-based gaming. I don't think Fallout is available on their service. Maybe it will eventually, but I think in not too many years from now, that's what's going to be going on primarily. People are going to be using a cloud to stream a video game at max settings without it affecting anything locally whatsoever. It'll all be cloud-based, so that'll be the answer eventually. We'll catch you later, Melissa. Well, the microphone costs a certain amount of money. The boom arm, camera, 2 cameras, keyboard, mouse, and then you got 2 monitors because you have to be able to look at something on the right. And, you know, you have to have enough resources to stream and play the game on the same computer. But I built my computer like 3-4 years ago, like 4 years ago. You know, so it's about time to upgrade the video card. But now I don't need to because of the GeForce Now. About to level up again. Can you imagine? Leveling up so quickly. Here we go. Push rolled, are you laughing at what I said about the cloud service taking over? You think that's not gonna happen? What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? You think that's not true? What? Let's have a conversation about it. Come on. Let's talk about it. What do you think is not true about that? What do you think is not true about that, you dirty chump? Open up your brain. Figure it out. How is that not the answer? How is that not the answer? Look, I'll explain it to you in simple human terms. As we approach the edge of reality, as we approach the singularity, as technology hits this upward spike of progression, exponential growth, where growth begets growth, you understand? Technology gets better and better and better. Eventually, we find a way to make something work so well that you couldn't fit it in your pocket, where there is a benefit to having a computer that is a little bit larger than a pocket size, where there's a benefit to having a server array fueling one game. And then you just connect to it using a cloud-based service. Oh, you're thinking about it and you agree with me. Well, there you go. As long as you agree with me, you're fine. That's the rule. Yes. That's the answer. It's the answer for VR, you know, for augmented reality glasses. You're going to get a pair of glasses and they're going to have this amazing setup, but in reality, it's not doing anything locally. It's just processing a signal and unpacking it and displaying it on your face and putting the audio stream in your ears. But it's not like doing anything. It's not. But right now, this device here is doing everything. Isn't that weird how this is doing everything? Isn't that so primitive? If you think about it, like there's a RAM in here and a hard drive and a processor. Isn't that weird? And it's local issues affect it. You know, like local issues affect it. It should be just a display, just speakers, and just a network card and some other weird technology to make it run faster. And you could spend, let's say, a quarter of the amount on the actual device because there's less stuff in there. But they could take the rest of that money to make it be indestructible. If this should be indestructible, have the same form factor, this phone here, because there's less stuff in there that could break. It just makes sense. The main issue is the bandwidth around the planet. I mean, when I first heard about cloud gaming, I thought it would be, pixelated or weird. But it's not. It's amazing. I think at one point I felt like the graphics were reducing, like there's some other problem where if it was my computer, I would start opening up the task manager looking for background processes. It felt like something was happening at a certain point.
Hey, I know you. I've heard some amazing stories about you. You're a legend around here.
That's weird. Alright, bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Let's go check out White Spring. Yeah, I like Oculus as well. I heard the Stadia isn't doing too well. I mean, Stadia is fine, but for example, I have Stadia. I'll show it to you. Stadia is okay, but the main problem here is that Cyberpunk is not in RTX mode. Ain't that weird? But it works. It certainly works. I mean, it's fine. I don't know why it wouldn't be doing well, but it's performing just fine. It performs just fine. It's pretty cool. There's no issue with it. From what I could tell so far. Maybe popularity, it ain't doing well, but, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Yep. But the GeForce, well, I think the largest appeal for the future of gaming would be, hi there, do you want to play with RTX on with full graphics without spending a lot of money and then maybe not getting the experience you need? Get Flim Flam Cloud Service, where you get the best graphics ever without spending money. The reliability. Oh boy, XP. Gotta hurry up. Alright. And now I head on down to the DMV. I sort of accomplished my task. I didn't think I'd level up that fast. Yeah, people. Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. Good game. Remember, if you want to see that stream, you should come on down sometime. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. The graphics are almost too good. It hurts your brain trying to process it. About to level up again before this these lunch boxes are worn off. I hit sort of a cliffhanger. Well, not really. I made the stream end in a cliffhanger because I hit some major storyline point in Cyberpunk, and I feel like the game is about to progress. I even feel like time might fast forward another year or two. That's what the game sort of does. It fast forwards. Let's break down what I have really quick. Really quick. Hey, about to level up again. What you know, what you say. How we're looking? 9 minutes left. Why not? Woohoo! What you know, what you say. Yep, for 3 more days we have this double XP. A long time, you know. I think I will probably get... You think I'll probably make it to, maybe 1200? Depends on how long I play. And how many lunch boxes I have. I'll probably have to buy another set of lunch boxes. You know. I bet you Bethesda made a lot of money recently. Don't you think? They've recently sold some pretty cool stuff in the Atomic Shop, including that Brotherhood of Steel recruitment pack that costs $30, and all their Fallout 1 subscriptions, of course, and the fact that they're selling lunchboxes now, coinciding with a double XP event. I mean, come on. Ain't that right? Colaboran. I wish you could cycle between first and third person in Cyberpunk. Yeah. Sometimes if I'm in first person for too long, I feel kind of claustrophobic, and I really enjoy popping out. It put things in scale, and you can kind of see how you move. It's really nice to see how you move sometimes, and it's nice to see what you look like in a game. I think it's important to pop out. Pop in, pop out, pop in. You can see yourself from time to time, like in the mirror, or whatever. When you're driving a car, you can pop out in the third person. But I think it's pretty important to pop out. It's kind of a weird decision, for them to not do that because you can see your character. In fact, they'll probably do it. Part of me thinks that there is a mode that I'm just not seeing. You hold down a button or something. Alright, let's hurry up down to the General Steakhouse. Alright, here we go.
Congratulations!
Strongest super mutant.
Sometimes my jetpack doesn't show. I have to take it off and put it back on. Oh boy. Repair my weapon. It's nice saving up all these levels. Oh yes. Alrighty. How much more time do we have? 3 minutes. Alright, I'll stop by Crevasse Dam. Yeah.
Let's get close, you monster!
Yeah, so the only time I've seen examples of ray tracing graphics was people, oh boy, demoing Minecraft. Just like some really slow panning shots of Minecraft. Ooh, look at these blocks. Check out these blocks in Minecraft. It's crazy. Oh boy. You know? Look at this. Check out this glass block. Check out this gold block. Look how cool the gold looks. Check out the before and after. It's not a very honest comparison. Check out the default texture compared to this other texture. Okay. You know. Now, like I said, I started playing Cyberpunk for the first day and a half without ray tracing on, and it looked like it had ray tracing on. Big difference. Alright, so I think we're done now with this XP grind, because it's time to apply these points. All those buffs are worn off. I used 8 lunch boxes there. It's okay. Blah, 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 blah. The balloon postponed his wedding. Now it's up in the air. Like a balloon in the sky. Oh my. There's not much wiggle room, so what I could do is get rid of Scrapper, okay, and give me that 1 point over into Charisma. I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to share Inspirational. I think that'd be really fun. And I'll use Suppressor. And I can share Inspirational, yeah. Oh, of course, because when I'm on a team, I was using Inspirational on a darn private server, like a chump. All right, cool. And now I'm gonna go ahead and purchase Serendipity 3 on the side. You know, I'm not gonna use it necessarily. I'll just have it. I'll just have Serendipity 3. While below 30% health, you have a 45% chance to avoid all damage. Which means I'll take off Bloody Mess. Because I don't really need Bloody Mess, you know. If I'm not in power armor, and I have very low life, then I have very high damage, you know. And over here, I took off Pain Train, so I'm perfectly capable of Iron Fist, Blocker, Incisor, Martial Artist, and Traveling Pharmacy. Whenever they increase the carry weight, I'll be giving myself some other defensive perk or E. Over here we have some other garbage going on. I can give myself Scrapper again by giving myself the Intelligence Legendary perk. Scrapper and what else? I don't like to have just points hanging out doing nothing. What about Luck over here? Oh, yes. Okay, what about Agility, of course? Yeah. Yeah. So I have to pull a point from... See, I need Escape Artist, so I gotta pull a point from someplace and put it over there. Oh, yes. See, I really only have 6 points in agility. Now, I could just dump out all my food. I could do anything, really. Let me do a couple things here. First of all, I'll put my helmet back on my armor. I'm making some slight changes here. See? Targeting helmet. There we go. My leg broke as well. This sort of is a luxury. This rejuvenated perk, it really is a luxury. I was doing it for the AP. So I could move 1 point over, and I think I will. I was doing it for every drop of help I can get, so there we go. So with that I could do Escape Artist. But now I have an extra fluffy point here. 5, 6, 5. Oh, we're fine. I'd rather have Radicool on for the extra carry weight. But if I give myself 2 more points, I could totally use both of these. If I did. So, I don't need taking one for the team right now. Okay? Because I'm not in the power armor situation. I don't plan on getting shot. And I'll get rid of Power Sprinter. And I'll give myself, before I think about it too much, I'll give myself Endurance and Intelligence. There we go. That way I could have, you know, the extra XP. But I'll put Scrapper on. I do have a fluffy point just hanging out doing nothing, and I do hate that, by the way. But I'm not really using Demolition Expert as much anyways, so in reality it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter. So I guess I don't really need that. I don't really need Demolition Expert 5 on, to be honest, because yes, my fist does explode. I guess I do need it on. I do. I'll keep it on. Over here we have 3 extra points to mess with. It's sort of temporary until something else happens. But we'll see. Before I think about it too much. Okay. I thought about it too much. So I'll just put on... You see, if I take off Demolition Expert, I'll be left with a bunch of points hanging out doing nothing. Doing nothing, and I don't need them. Yeah. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, fine. Well, you see, I'm not really searching anything. It just... fine. I'll have one loosey-goosey perk just hanging out there, doing nothing. It'll just be doing nothing for a bit, okay? And next level, I'll move a point out of intelligence into probably agility or something. You know? Legit retreating, absolutely legit there, Darian. Absolutely legit there. Too legit for the people to comprehend. Alright. Let's go back to my camp and do some repairs and whatnot. I am the only legit one. All my gameplay has been broadcast live. Everybody else cheats. Not this guy. I'm the non-cheater. USA. It takes too long to get to level 1000. Yep. Over 5,000 hours of gameplay on this character. About 5,400, I'd say. Yep. Hey, look, 5,401. 5,401. Isn't that funny? Yeah. This is all legit gameplay hours because I don't let the game just run when I'm not streaming. Okay, so let's repair my armor here because it weighs too much. It weighs too much. Oh boy. Excellent. Let's break down some other garbage here. Alrighty. And now I have to go sell some garbage, right? I still have Fix It Good on. There we go. Hail, Kevin. How's it going? Hail and hail. I need to go make another leg today. If I could. I guess the XP grinding portion of the stream is sort of over. And now we're in some new paradigm. We're back to where we used to be. I'm not using power armor right exactly now. Alright. All these legendaries I have to get rid of. Alright, let's go sell it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You see, another problem is I gave myself the or I got rid of the high capacity backpack and I gave myself the armored backpack instead, so I lost 90 pounds carry weight in exchange for 90 ballistic armor. Yeah. Alright. Alright, sort by value. I'll get rid of the armor first. Even though I should focus on my own items, you know? Sure. Alrighty. And now we sell. Schnell, schnell.
Displaying current stock.
What are you question marking, Darian? Okay, get rid of all this. 2,800 is awesome. Goodbye, grenades.
Ready to initiate trading.
Okay, so I'm selling legendaries at the cat vendor. Don't mind me, okay? That's what you could do one day.
How can I
When you become a baller.
you today?
It's not for money, it's just to get rid of them. Okay, let's get rid of all these other chems for the other people. People might need them. I keep them sometimes. I'll get rid of all the Psycho Buff. Psycho Buff will get me killed.
Ready to exchange.
I'll get rid of all the
items.
Radix. I'm an herbivore, so I'll get rid of all the meat. All the Radix is gone. Let me sort by spoilage first. Goodbye, meat.
Now
Oh boy.
displaying current
Awesome.
stock.
There you go. Dog food, canned meat stew. All the non-perishables I'll get rid of as well. It's too easy to get more. So I'll get rid of the stuff I can while I can.
Initiate.
Besides the AP foods. What are you question marking there, Darian? All the alcohol. Most of the right away.
How
It's
can
fun.
I assist you today?
It's so much fun. I have one stim pack left, huh? Corn. Beer.
Ready
Alright.
to exchange items.
Alright, I have 8,000 caps. Excellent. And no, I will transfer all these extra plans if I could. Besides the bed of nails. And the hydraulic bracers. There you go. All this ammo I'll get rid of. Pretty much all of it besides the plasma and the arrows and the 2mm. Or whatever. How about I'll keep 200 arrows and the plasma. And how about 2 fusion cores? Cool. Let's do some thinning. Alright, a bunch of garbage. Let's get rid of these other grenades and I'll get rid of a bunch of other legendaries that I don't want to sell. A bunch of other legendaries I'll be giving away to the cap vendor as a gift to other players. Yep, I'm not using them. And I'm emptying out my store here. I'm going to empty out my store and I'm selling all of these legendaries to the cap vendor. It's a gift, people. It's just like putting your legendaries in the luggage or giving them away at Vault 76, but you're forcing a player to spend money on it to get it out. Okay, just making sure we're good to go. Let's sell some of these chems. The stuff I don't need. Excellent. Alright, I'll get rid of what I could. Yeah.
Now displaying current stock.
Yay, the vendor has no caps. Awesome.
Ready.
So now
Initiate trading.
I'll buy some junk from the vendor. It's what I do on occasion. But now I could buy more. You know?
How can I assist
Members,
you today?
There is another trouble spot we wish to survey. Any capable men and women should proceed to the designated location. That is all.
See, I'm allowing myself to have Party Boy, even though I don't really need the alcohol as much. I just want to be able to have Ironclad and Life Giver in the future. Goodbye. Normally I keep those buff outs to make some fury, but it's really okay right now. I'm trying to get vaguely skimpy.
Now
Normally you want to use the
displaying
Great Man
current
test, but whatever. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'll put this leg away. Boom. And these stupid grenades. And that pistol. And the Gauss weapon. Yep, and I'll put away everything else. Pretty much. Which means I could take off if I wanted to. Through Hiker and Traveling Pharmacy eventually. This is how I want to get it. Make sure I have plenty of room. Which I will eventually. Awesome. Sort by weight. Uh-huh. Gotta clean it out eventually. Sweet. There we go. Let's go outside and break everything down. Alright. I weigh hardly anything. Cool. So now I don't need Through Hiker. I could put on Action Boy. Ain't that fun? Yeah. Whee! Excellent. Oh. Bunch of meat and other garbage. Well, well, well. I guess we're all done with that. Let's head on down to the foundation and make sure that get our gold. And I don't think I purchased purchased gold from Smiley this week, so I'll make sure to do that as well. Yeah.
So glad to be away from the pit.
All right.
Sandwiches, subs, grinders, and hoagies are the same thing.
Jen's got style that I can respect.
All right.
You know
Now
what
we
I
go
mean?
down to the Wayward and purchase the gold. And now that well, I guess I'll be getting some more lunch boxes, but at this point I'll only have 4 left, so I'm gonna use them again, but I'll wait. I'll wait until then. I'll wait. Genuine, pure, 100%
Gold bullion for sale.
gold
Right
bullion
here, right now.
for sale. Right here, right now.
Lucky for you.
Oh.
With all this.
Alright, cool. And now we go back to my camp. All done. All done, people. So, now that I'm all super high level and everything, and we're all good to go, and I'm sort of in a much better spot with this, here, I'll do one more thing. I'll do one more thing before finishing this session. I'm gonna go over here to the Purveyor and get 10 more modules, and spend those modules on left legs to look and see if I can get one more piece of unyielding. I'll settle for any unyielding right now, okay? But preferably unyielding with weapon weight reduction, because my current leg has weapon weight reduction. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. There's an armor workbench in the basement. Oh, I'm broke. I'm broke, people. Oh, because I spent it all yesterday. So I can make 2. Fine, we'll make 2 left legs in the basement down here. Well, right now it's 5:19 p.m. Okay. And I think I'm about to leave this game here. Alright. Alright, what do we got? Weightless and Chameleon. Garbage. Alright. Yes, people, can you hear me? I think I'm about to leave this stream and come back with Cyberpunk 2077. I hope to catch some of you there. But it really is impressive. It really is amazing. I don't even know how they do it. You see this light right here? I mean, I am red, yes. But this level of red is way different than the level of red that you'd get from ray tracing. It's ridiculous, the difference. I don't know. I guess in concept, the concept is different. You know? You know what I mean? Yeah, so now I'm good to go. I'm all skimped up. I'm all pimped up. For next session. So I think I'm going to play for about 2 to 4 more hours Cyberpunk today, because I want to make some decent progress. I don't want other people getting too far ahead of me so that to the point where they feel like they want to give me advice. Because it's almost always wrong. It's something that you think you're correct about something, but you're only correct because that's all you've done. And yes, your thing works, but it doesn't mean that that's the answer. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean all you gotta do is this, or just do this. It's never that answer. Just like in Fallout 76, if you told somebody, oh, you're having a problem, just do this. No, there is no just. For a simple person, there's just. Ain't no justice about it, baby. So, if y'all are still here, I hope to have some of you show up at 6 p.m. Okay? Because I know that you want to see Cyberpunk 2077 with max graphics. Don't you want to see the future of gosh darn graphics and gameplay? Come on down. In about 40 minutes, okay? Okay? At 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all still with me? Hi ho, hi ho. I'll give you a Zagnut if you say goodbye. Say goodbye, beast. I'll wait for you on top of this pole. The first person to say goodbye gets a beautiful golden Zagnut. Hey-o! Hey-o! Hey there, Nugget. Catch you later. You get yourself a golden Zagnut. Yes. Yep. I'm just getting the hang of darn Cyberpunk. I'm getting the hang of it, Ian. I'm getting the hang of Cyberpunk. I'm about to leave. Okay. I'm about to come back in about half an hour with some Cyberpunk 2077 at max graphics using the GeForce Now streaming service. Huzzah! Goodbye. Beast. Goodbye.